Welcome to this QuickBooks Online tutorial for beginners 2019 on the difference between a vendor credit and a vendor refund. My name is Matt Holtquist with the QuickBooks University. Thanks for joining me. And so here we are on the dashboard of QuickBooks Online. Okay, so sometimes a vendor will either give you a credit or give you a refund. Okay, and the situation it varies. You know, a credit could be because you overpaid and they called and said, you want a credit or a refund? And you said, I want a credit. Or maybe you overpaid and they just gave you a credit. And then they send you some kind of statement that says, hey, here's a credit. Could be that maybe you weren't happy with the service and they said, hey, we'll give you a credit on your next bill. Or you could have overpaid and they will just send you a refund. Sometimes bigger companies will do that, but not always. So anyway, it just varies. And so you're going to have different situations where your vendors are either going to give you a credit or they're going to give you a refund. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to enter both of those here. All right, so first we'll take a credit. All right, so simple enough in QuickBooks Online, we're going to go to the Quick Create menu and there's a nice handy option that says Vendor Credit. Okay, so we go to Vendor Credit and we're going to choose the vendor. Okay, so we'll pick Bob's Burger Joint here. All right. Could be any vendor you're going to choose. Okay, so you're going to choose the date that this credit was issued to you. All right. Now the category, this is where a lot of people get tripped up. What I recommend that you do is you're going to put the account against whatever the original bill was for. Okay, so if this was for, if you paid a bill and it was for utilities, it went to utilities expense and then you get a credit, you're going to put the credit back to that same utilities expense account. Okay, this way it washes within that account or it offsets the expense within that account. Okay, so let's assume in this example that Bob's Burger Joint was originally advertising and now we're getting a credit. Okay, so we want to credit the advertising account. All right. And you can put in here, you can type a description, credit for overpayment of bill, whatever the case may be. All right, and we're going to say this is a $25 credit. All right, and we'll say total. Of course, if this was a charge that originally was to a customer, you can put the credit to the customer. Totally up to you. And if there is a reference number, like a credit number or something that the vendor gives you, you want to enter that here. Okay, so we just hit save and close. And if we go to, I don't know if we have a bill in here to pay Bob's Burger Joint, but if I go to pay bills, all right, and yeah, we don't see anything for Bob's Burger Joint. So let me do this quickly so I can show you. I want to enter a bill. So we're going to say Bob's Burger Joint. We'll just, the terms, we'll put advertising and let's put $150. Okay. So I hit save and close. All right. So now if I go to pay my bills, pay bills, we'll see Bob's Burger Joint. Whoops, didn't mean to go to that. But if we go to Bob's Burger Joint, we'll see there $150 and the credit applied. This is because in the settings, we have credits to be automatically applied. You can change this in the settings. And if you change it to not automatically apply, it'll show you a box down here with the credits you can apply. Okay. So sometimes it's good to have them automatically apply because you might forget about the credit. Okay, so you'll see how that shows up here. So on the next bill, you have a credit. Okay, so let me close out here. Okay, so now let's talk about when you get a refund. All right, a vendor sends you a check and you overpaid or whatever it is, and they send you money back. What do you do with that? Okay, well, this is relatively straightforward too. Okay, we're just going to go over here and we're going to go to bank deposit because you're going to deposit this into your account. Now, there are some undeposited funds here. So if you are adding this in with other undeposited funds from payments from customers, of course, you're going to check these off. So let's say that we are depositing it with in the same physical deposit we're taking to the bank. We're going to deposit it with these two amounts here, okay? But now we need to add in the other one. And of course, it's not going to show up here because it wasn't a payment from a customer. So again, what we're going to do, we're going to say receive from, okay? And you can go down to Bob's Burger Joint. The account, again, is going to be the same account that it was when you originally had the bill. Okay, so this was advertising that we did. And you can type in a description here. You can say payment check method or payment method check, reference number, put in the check number, and we'll say amount $25. Okay. So now you'll see here the total deposit. When our deposit slip we take to the bank or the remote deposit or however you are depositing checks, the total is going to be $2087.52, and it's going to consist of 2 payments from customers plus a vendor refund. Okay, and so the total is $2087.52. So when you do it this way, then when you go to reconcile your checking account, you're going to see this total deposit, and it's really easy to check off. Okay, so we're just going to hit save and close. And now it doesn't record a credit for that vendor because we actually got the money back. Okay, so there's no outstanding credit anymore. Okay, hopefully this helped with the difference between a vendor credit and a vendor refund. If you have any questions, comments whatsoever, please feel free to leave them below. Also visit me at the QuickBooks University, where we've got a few free videos over there on the most common mistakes people make and how to avoid them, plus the full training. And when you do purchase training, you become a member, and it's a lifetime membership, one-time fee, and I answer your personal questions. Head over there now, qbuniversity.org.